are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Carolina Panthers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Prescott looks to throw right away. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 41.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Chambers. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive up.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. McCaffrey.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 75. And the Panthers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
After the sack on first down, Prescott. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Amari Barno. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Throwing, Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Well, this defense for the Cowboys very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I think our statistician ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. Oh, what a juke into space. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. And that's exactly what we've seen so far.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
To throw on 2nd down, Chambers. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Terrace Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for them, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
That's good for a Cowboys.
First down, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. The Cowboys at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. CD Lamb. 67 yards. And the Cowboys are back within a score. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make it a score of 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And he is going to have a Panthers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 42 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Chambers. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Off play action. Chambers. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Terrace Marshall. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Down inside the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Chambers. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Ian Thomas, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on them.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. A final shot before break. Chambers. He sets to fire deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Throwing on first down. Chambers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A first down throw for Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll throw again. Prescott. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on 3rd down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Off the bootleg. Chambers. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Carolina. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league. 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 67 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Back to throw. Chambers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they had a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Let's go. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw him through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches, as a general rule, that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And really a nice job there to make something out of that run, sidestepping defenders for a pickup of 4. 2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to look like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now we give right side McCaffrey. And he'll get this down only to the 18. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So that a free 15 yards.
And it's always a tough one as a defender because a lot of the penalties that you commit, pass interference, holding, when they happen, you actually know what you're doing. But a face mask penalty, a lot of times it's inadvertent, but it still costs you the same amount of yardage.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
They deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew this is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Panthers, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to New Orleans to take on the Saints. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.
DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers.
Going there like deposit. You don't really brag about it when you know you got it. Real hard to read a nigga hooked on finance. Say a lot of things and never catch like Sonic. Zone, I'm gone. When I'm in my zone and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in a car whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down. Tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, or you shit wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw them off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style. They be at the brand new